going to be on pressure. And I'm going to do something to make you feel very awkward right now so everyone can see. Be my demonstrator. Don't feel weird. So this thing called personal space, right? With a dog, eye pressure, positioning your body facing the dog and not facing in the same direction the dog is. So if I'm looking like this at the dog's going to want to either pull back, bite me, pee itself, poop itself, run away, or roll over. Okay? It's important that we understand that when we're talking about protection work, because pressure is a major thing that you want to be able to control and gauge, like driving stick. You gotta maneuver the clutch properly. Okay? We'll talk about more about driving stick later on, but it's just gauging and hitting that sweet spot. Okay? All right. So these are the items that put pressure on dog arm protection. This is a whip. Simply loud cracking noise, guns, right? Clatter stick, touch the dog with it, actual feeling of the pressure on the dog. And this is a broken clatter stick that I'm used, but it's not an example of a clatter stick. For example, in car jacking, let's say I have a sleeve on and the dog's, mind his own business. I come up to the car, hey! Dog, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna back down or is he gonna fight? That's how you know if your dog can handle protection for real, okay? That's gonna be one of the titles that you need to do. In order to perform that title, you're gonna have to do a car jacking scenario as well. So just to give you a heads up. So these are all the different materials that we're gonna be using in protection. This is a bungee. What do you think we use this for? What do you think? Anybody?
Oh, is it a bungee?
Yes.
It's where he jumps and it relieves the pressure as the weight of the body comes down?
Yes, in addition to that, we use it to shape the barking hold, which your command is going to be Riviere. Okay, it's not this bark, it's going to be bark and jump up and show teeth, jump up, bark, show teeth. Okay, you're going to note that in the language description that I gave to you on that website, it's going to say a different name, but I need you to know it's a bark and hold versus just barking. All right, so that's going to strengthen their back legs. I like to use a chain, put them on the tie back. The tie back is simply a tree, whatever might be, something that's not going to move. I tie them up. I make sure that I strap them good. This is called a carabiner. Carabiner. Make sure I use that properly. And don't be like me. Make sure your chain's looped. So we have the agitation collar. Simply put it on the dog's neck. Look him up. And this is going to be the collar that you utilize for protection. Some people don't like to use this collar because it makes the dog, instead of it barking full on deep, it sounds like a If that occurs, immediately stop the training session, take it off. Be careful because the dog will try to bite you that time. And refer to one of these. It's agitation harness. Okay? Lurberg.com and EliteCanine.com. For a puppy of your puppy's age, I would simply use this. Once she gets enough strength where she can break this off, I definitely would start switching to this. And I put holes all the way through it, so I hit all the life stages of all my dogs, basically. I haven't found any dog this can't fit, by the way. You know what this is? Okay, so real quick. Did you get corrected before when you were a child for something that you didn't understand? Probably didn't, right? You did? I'm just right there now, All right, so I'll make it simple. You don't correct a dog unless it clearly understands the picture that you want it to do, right? For example, if you tell the dog to sit and it sits every single time consistently, and randomly it doesn't want to sit, then it needs to be corrected versus learning how to sit properly, all right? But before we even get to utilizing the sharp parts of the prong, we utilize the prong inverted. So this is going to be the part of the prong that's on the dog's neck. Note that there are different attachments. So when the dog is when it's going on the dog, this is the side that you want to utilize. Smooth O-ring versus the D-ring. The D-ring is when the prongs are down to make the correction. Okay. Moving along. So this is a ball for the dog to go and chase. Utilize the ball drive. Same thing for bike drive, whatever you want to call it. to get the dog to run and chase after it and bite it, okay? This is gonna be yours, by the way. All right, so let's go ahead and give it to you. That's what you can utilize to teach your pup to bite. Is the first stage. I normally use this or that, and what I do, I'll show it to you in a second. But once the dog gets a little bit bigger, then you utilize the leather one. It's leather shiny, dirtbird.com as well. I'm gonna look and see if they have a kit where it comes with like this, and maybe another tug or something like that. And you'll probably save money, as well as a puppy sleeve. And simply moving around, it's kind of stiff, but simply moving around is the same exact way that you utilize prey when a dog's hunting, okay? This one is very important. Once your dog is big enough to fully put this over his mouth, it's gonna get slimy. And it's important to get slimy because it's gonna teach your dog to hold on to the bite, and you're gonna pick it up, not all the way off the ground, but simply pick its feet, the front falls up off the ground, and have it hold it by agitating it like this, making it move constantly, so the dog just wanna let go. But as you are holding it and moving it, the dog is fighting because you're putting pressure on it. Moving it around is putting pressure on it because it thinks it is prey, all right? If you look at the dog in its face at that moment, that's bad. That's a bad form of pressure for the dog. It's probably gonna pull back and start indicating to you putting too much pressure on it. That is a big indication that you're about to stall out the car, basically. You're about to stall out your dog and make it let go of the bite. So once that occurs, you simply look away and give it the win because you want to show the dog that it's winning. You want to show that it's beating you up. You're acting. It's all Hollywood. It's all Protection Mark is about. It's all Hollywood. But it's my favorite one. This will get your dog to bite really well. This is for one of the last stages of obedience. We call it obedience through bites. You simply, it's a magnet, hook it up inside your shirt. If you have a cell phone, keep it away because it will wipe your cell phone. If you have a mechanical heart, do not use this. It will kill you. Serious. But say you have something wrong with you, you simply utilize one of these bad boys right here. Walk around, the dog's gonna heel, the dog's gonna be told to do it, and just throw it. Give the command, the dog goes after it, gets a nice bite, you play tug with it. As you play tug with the dog, you need to make sure the dog is still biting deep. Always want to make sure it's biting deep no matter what. Every single time that it bites, it has to bite deep. Except with this. So, this is a puppy sleeve. Sorry, I've been watching a couple times. But all you simply do is you're shaking a picture for the rest of these, okay? And you're just simply moving this around, creating a little bit of tension on it. When the dog bites, keep moving it, like vibrating. Move away, look. With your peripheral eyesight of the dog notices you're looking, look away and flinch. You're eventually gonna have to get on the ground and act like the dog's beating you up. I'm gonna show you all those things later on as well. Intermediate puppy sleeve, it's a little bit bigger, all right? My dog's almost ready to go into this because it's getting pretty big. Same exact thing, except this one has a handle in the middle. Can you see it? I see it. Perfect. All right, this gives you a little bit more coverage. The bigger your dog is, notice that this part's gonna start getting higher, all right? It's key that you pay attention to this part of your arm when you're doing protection because you can get bit there. This is a bite pad, bite pillow, or whatever you wanna call it, okay? Simply set the grip. You're looking at the dog's muzzle. So this is the dog's muzzle, it's coming in like this. Aiming it in, like kind of like a toy gun or a gun, right? You're aiming it in to make sure the dog comes in and bites properly. If the dog bites it like this, it's wrong. If the dog bites it full on, it's perfect, okay? You want to set the dog up for success every single time. The only time you don't have to do that is when you're wearing a suit, okay? A suit is this thing, not the top of my trunk, by the way. You see? Perfect. All right. So then we have the full sleeve. It's reinforced with 2 bars in between. On the top and the bottom, excuse me, I said in between, on the top and the bottom. When the dog bites, utilize the handle because the dog's going to be about 60 to 80 pounds, roughly around this time, moving on up. So when it bites, you're going to notice it's going to want to pull you back. You don't want to give a oof when the dog pulls back. You want to give a oof when the dog pushes in to rebite. okay? I'll explain that here shortly. She brought up a good point, getting ahead of the lesson, but she brought up the fact about a good bite versus a bad bite, okay? A good bite is when the dog bites, let's say this is the pad, right? When the dog bites all the way in and it keeps pushing in, and crushing. You literally feel your bone start in your forearms start to feel pain. That's a great bite. If the dog is biting deep but you don't feel it having that much tension, go back to this. This is rather cheap. Talk about getting a belt and gluing it on both sides, but that pretty much does exactly what you need to do, okay? A bad bite